Monday, October 7th right now. Our phone number is 877-937-1047. You can text us. You text JJR and then say whatever you want to say. Send it to 96893. Love Pub Family Fest with Shinedown is November 9th. Love Pub Family Fest in Tucson was over the weekend, and we were all there, so thank you guys for coming. It was awesome. Something happened at Love Pub Family Fest Tucson. We were in Rancho Sahuarita. It was fantastic. Bluey was there. It was packed. It was just it was a fantastic event. My son Jake, who goes to the University of Arizona, went with us. When we leave and we pull up at his apartment at the University of Arizona, he goes, "Can't find my wallet." I'm like, all right. So you couldn't have said that an hour ago? He's like, yeah, I've been able to find it the whole time we've been there. And I'm like, if you would have said something, we could have marched through the whole campus at the event and looked for it in the cushions of the couches we were sitting in. Over at the event, he was running one of the slides. He goes, yeah, I can't find it. And so we tore apart everything. Then we thought maybe he left it at our house. We drove 2 hours north to our house, looked through everything, couldn't find it. So in there is his driver's license, his debit card, the credit card that's tied to our credit card, you know, his card that you get to eat things with at school, you know, all that's the Wildcat card and all that stuff. So I was like, Blake's like, we need to cancel everything. Like, let's just wait. Let's see if someone starts to use it. I go, because maybe it's just going to turn up somewhere. Like it's somewhere. So far, it hasn't turned up anywhere.
Oh, what a bummer.
I know, but also no one's using it.
Well, that's good.
I know. So, you know what I mean? So just
So it could be lost in the car somewhere? Or you
tore apart the car. But my wife also lost her key in the car for 3 months.
Right.
And we couldn't find it. So he tore apart his backpack and his pockets. We looked through his bedroom, looked through the kitchen. He went through everywhere, and we just can't find it. But so now you got to do that whole process of, you know, canceling and stuff, which I don't want to do, which is obviously I won't do that. My wife will.
Obviously.
But I mean, Peyton, did you go through something like this?
Yeah, actually, like losing your ID, I think is one of the biggest pains in like the world. It is so inconvenient to have to go to the DMV, have to sit and wait. You have to bring all of your statements. Like, it is so inconvenient. I think it's even 10 times worse than losing like a debit card or a credit card. And I lost mine, and I've been rocking around with my passport over the last couple of days. But over on Friday, I had to go get a new ID. And I was dreading going in to get this new ID because I knew they were going to make me take a new ID picture. And I was one of those super lucky people who has like a decent ID picture.
There's only like maybe less than 1%.
The one you lost?
The one that I lost, yeah.
Was a good one?
Yeah, it was a good one. Like, my hair is popping, the curls are coming through. I was like a fresh 21, just like bubbly and full of life. So I was so bummed when she was like, yeah, you're going to have to take a new picture. And I mean, I kind of threw a little fit in the DMV internally. I was like, dang it. She's like, I get it, girl. You look fine. Your lashes look good. Just, it'll be really quick. I'll let you look at it before we approve it.
Oh, that's nice.
I know. That was like...
they never do that.
Yeah, they do. No, that's what they do now.
Oh, really?
They did it with all my kids. You like that picture? You don't? Okay, we'll redo it.
It was so nice. It was so nice. So I ended up taking the picture, and I think I kind of like it better than my original. I was like, wait, come through, lip filler and Botox. Yeah, so I was pretty excited, though. So it's like a 6-year difference or a 5-year difference, and you can definitely tell I look the same, but I look older.
You do. You look like you've matured just a little bit.
Well, guess what? You are older.
Surprise. But it's like you never really realize it until you see things like that. Like, oh, I am aging. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to it, Peyton.
This youth ain't forever, baby.
Can't you just go online and get a duplicate?
I tried. They said I had to come in.
Oh, so they don't do that anymore? Or it's because you were 21 and things have changed?
I think that's probably why. I think I probably passed the threshold of...
And aren't we all supposed to get the new kind of like traveler ID anyways?
Oh, did you get that?
No, I didn't, because I didn't come with proof of residency. Like, I didn't have 2 slips. I only had 1, so they wouldn't let me do it. But yeah, I know.
So do you think my son, because he is 21 and he got the new license, because when you turn 21, they turn it, whatever. Yep. So you think he can do a duplicate, or will he have to go do what you did?
I bet you he could probably get away with a duplicate.
You know, Rich and I have often talked. Remember, we came up with this idea a long time ago. We've never done it. We thought it'd be cool to have like a beauty salon chair and mirrors and stuff and set up at the DMV for people that want to get their hair and makeup done.
I love that. That's genius.
A
That's
little
kind
glow
of
up before you get your ID.
get your
Totally.
It was such a great idea. We never did it.
you guys. I mean, you probably could still get away with it. I think Kim Kardashian did that for her ID picture.
Yeah.
She had a whole glam squad.
So, yeah, because that was on the show.
Exactly. Yeah.
So is your before and after picture, your old license, new license, can you put those up? Are
Yeah,
those
I
up
have
somewhere?
them like side by side. You can see them.
They are right now, like they're on a post or they're on a story.
It was on her stories.
Yeah, I posted on my stories. I'll throw it on the John Jane Rich account at John Jane Rich.
Yes.
They're both really good pictures.
All right, you can see
Bravo.
what Kyle or Peyton looked like at 20 and 21 and 26. .1047 Kiss FM, John Jane Rich. Text us. Text JJR, then whatever you want to say to 96893. Before we get to three things we need to know, let's say hello to Josh. Good morning, Josh.
Hey guys, I just want to give you a good shout out from Saturday. I really appreciate you checking off my bucket list and hanging out with you guys and making my buddy's weekend apart from the U of A game that night. So I'm all good, and then I'll send the photos later on this week, and you guys have a good week.
What was your bucket list?
My bucket list is to meet Kyle and Peyton.
Oh, that's so sweet. Josh, it was awesome meeting you and your friend.
Yeah. So anyway,
All right.
I,
You got to go. I can tell you're in a hurry. All right.
well, I'm going to wake up your son right now.
Oh, you're going to wake up my son? No, don't do that. Do you have his license? Do you have his wallet?
He needs him to sign it.
He, John Jay, he's playing video games probably, right?
Yeah, he probably playing video games. You're right. All right, man. Have a great day. Thank you, brother.
You too, buddy. Love you guys.
All right, love you too. Yeah, it was kind of funny because Jake lost his wallet, and I was like, how's he going to survive? Oh, Apple Pay.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
doing just fine, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Doing just fine. Kyle, what are three things we need to know?
So the west coast of Florida is bracing themselves for the impact of Hurricane Milton now. Milton is expected to reach the Gulf Coast of Florida, including the entire Tampa Bay area, as a Category 3 hurricane on Wednesday. The rain has already started, and Kevin Guthrie, the director of Florida's Division of Emergency Management, gave this message to residents.
I highly encourage you to evacuate. We are preparing, and I have the State Emergency Response Team preparing for the largest evacuation that we have seen, most likely since 2017 Hurricane Irma.
This hurricane season is just
Man.
it's brutal
So sad.
right
Brutal.
now. Yeah. Meanwhile, I mean, last hurricane still cleaning up, still devastated lives from it. So history was made this weekend. LeBron and his son Bronny James made their NBA duo history. Playing together in their preseason game against the Suns, LeBron and Bronny are the first father and son to play in any NBA game at the same time, let alone the same team, let alone it happened on Bronny's 20th birthday.
Let alone it happened against the Phoenix
I
Suns.
know.
Yeah.
I was watching it. I was watching it, and then I see Bronny get in, and I see him, and I see LeBron pass the ball to him, and I'm like, oh, I go, I wonder if this is the first game, second game, third. And then I said to Blake, I go, you would think this would be big news right now. And it was.
Yeah.
Big news.
My favorite was online where you got to see the pictures of LeBron and Bronny when he's literally a baby with LeBron when he like just won a championship at Cleveland, and then to see them just sitting on the bench together with James Jr. on his back is like so cool to see.
Gotta be the most awesome moment
Yeah.
for them. Just absolutely surreal. So you may be in store for a not great day, or you may be in store for a great day. But if you want to make it an even better day, here's what you do. And we've talked about this before, and I'm going to give you the reasoning behind it. Don't wake up to this thing, your phone. Turn it off, delay going to your social media apps, delay going to Google, delay even checking your messages. So experts are saying, listen, you need real life things to start your day. What they want you to do is start your day with real world positive emotions. So wake up, pet your dog. Wake up, give yourself some positive affirmations in the mirror. Wake up, kiss your significant other. Do something positive because they say this actually translates into increased resilience, productivity, willingness to try new things, more open to new experiences. It also makes you a lot nicer to be around. So just starting the day with real life positive emotions, because you know when you go online, that algorithm's bringing you all the
That's
negative
true.
news.
You're going to see texts from work.
And that's
Right
going to
away.
snowball into the rest of your day. So if you can, like get yourself an old school, like the thing that you plug in alarm clock, don't use your phone for at least the first hour of your day, and it's actually going to make your day that much better. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Let's get the horoscopes. Peyton, what's the vibe today?
It's National Inner Beauty Day, so I'm going to tell you what your inner beauty is based on your zodiac sign.
877-937-1047. Call us right now. Good morning, Steve.
Hello, I am a Cancer.
Cancer, your inner beauty is like a soft glow of moonlight. It's gentle, but it's really powerful. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys are the master of emotional connection. So today, you definitely need to lean into that, Cancers. Send that heartfelt text to a loved one or just be there for someone when they're going to need it.
I mean, truthfully, I've always been that person. Everyone wants to talk to me about their problems, It's a Cancer thing.
Yeah, you guys are little softies, but we love you.
Yeah. Thank you guys very much. You guys have a great day.
You too, Steve. We got a text. This is John G. and Rich. Can you wish my son Oliver De Leon a happy 11th birthday? 2 weeks ago, I called to wish my husband a happy birthday during the horoscope segment. When they got out of school, we played them the podcast. Oliver was so excited, he said we're famous. He wanted to be famous too. So he asked me if I could send you all a text to wish him a happy birthday on his day so you guys could read it out loud and make him famous too. He's an awesome kid. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Happy birthday, Oliver.
Gosh, yes, Oliver.
So that makes him a what if he's born today?
He's a Libra, just like Kyle. Libras, you guys are basically the poster child for inner beauty. Your ability to see all sides and just bring harmony to chaos is honestly magic. So today, make sure that you're using that gift to smooth over any personal drama or treat yourself to a break because you definitely deserve it.
Yes. See, Oliver, you're special.
Yes.
November, good morning. What's your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Taurus. You guys radiate coziness like a human blanket, and your inner beauty comes from making everyone around you feel safe and cared for. So today, your challenge, my Taurus, is to treat yourself with the same type of love. Self-care doesn't need to be a luxury. You can just do those self-affirmations in the mirror.
That's what I do daily.
Okay.
And happy birthday, Oliver.
All right, November, have a great day.
You guys. You too, bye.
Bye-bye. How about you, Rich? How about for Pisces? We do Pisces?
No, we haven't. Yeah, Rich, your inner beauty is like endless empathy. You feel deeply for other people and you appreciate how you always seem to get them. So today, make sure that you're taking a break from all of the feels and pour that compassion back into yourself and put yourself first today.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
A good time. Just look in the mirror. Then you'll be happy.
How about Virgo?
Virgo, for you, John Jay, your inner beauty is in all of the details. You care deeply and it shows all of the little things that you do for others. Today, just make sure you channel that energy into yourself, whether that's organizing your space or just chilling out, and make sure that you show someone that you love them today. That's important.
Karina, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning. I am a Capricorn.
Well, Capricorn, your inner beauty comes from your unshakable sense of responsibility and loyalty. You are the one person that people count on. So today, don't be afraid to loosen up just a little bit and allow yourself some you time and trust that everything will be just fine. You don't need to be in control of every situation. Karina's like, yeah, no.
Okay.
You got that, Karina?
Taking it all in.
I like
Did
to be
you
in
hear it?
control of all the situations.
Yeah, right.
We got a text here. You can text us. Text JJR and whatever you want to say to 96893. Please say a prayer for all of us in Florida and the Carolinas. We are in Southwest Florida, currently packing up our belongings to drive up north to Georgia before we are to be hit by Milton 2 years after we were hit by Ian.
Oh my
Even
gosh.
though we're leaving, we are lucky enough to have time beforehand. Many of the Carolinas are still suffering from the flood. I'm asking if you guys can send us a prayer on the East Coast. Love you guys. All right, good luck praying for you.
Scary times.
Stacks and hacks. This is where I have stacks of information. Rich has life hacks. An annual study was done to find out how much money you have to earn over your lifetime to achieve what they call the American dream. What do you think that number is, Peyton?
8 million.
Kyle?
Oh, yeah. Definitely millions.
Really?
Maybe, yeah.
The American
maybe 10.
dream? Yeah.
Hey,
Us-
inflation, Richard. Things aren't cheap.
Yeah, but I mean, $1 million, you can do a lot with $1 million.
Not
American
anymore.
dream.
I would say $1 million.
$4.4 million.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Y'all are fancy.
It's the American dream, Richard.
You're right.
Dream big.
The American dream, which is retirement, owning a home, raising 2 kids, owning new cars, vacations, a big wedding,
Yeah.
having pets, and paying for your own funeral.
I'm going to stick to 10 mil.
Same. I'm with you, Kyle.
A candy supplier put out a comprehensive list of the top-selling Halloween candies over the past 17 years. For the first time, M&M's have surpassed Reese's Peanut Butter Cups as the #1 spot.
Same.
How is that not the lead story
I know,
everywhere?
right?
Shocking.
I kind of feel like the Reese's peanut butter cups taste different. It's almost like you can taste the chemicals in them now.
Really?
Yeah.
I only like them frozen. I think to kind of mask the taste
I
of
think
maybe
so.
that. You might be right.
Reese's. I'm still a Reese's person.
A new poll asked if you could clone yourself, would you do it? Kyle, would you?
No.
50% of people say they would not do it. Yeah. I would only do it, but like if you clone yourself, it's like a whole other person. It's not like you can feel what they're feeling or see what they see.
You can use it for spare parts? No? Just got another you running around?
28-year-old man from Arizona was arrested after he allegedly hid under women's vehicles at a car wash to stare at their feet.
Ew, what a creeper. What?
You get arrested for staring at feet? Alaska is the most popular state among serial killers. If that's true, why not go there and start arresting people? What serial killers are still around? 8 out of 10 Americans are worried about World War III. That's a lot. Mm-hmm. If solving a Rubik's Cube wasn't hard enough, you can now pre-order the world's smallest Rubik's Cube. It fits under your fingernail, and you need to use tweezers to solve it, and it costs $5,300.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
Google did some research of the top is it weird searches for 2024. Is it weird? Is it weird to eat at a restaurant alone? Is it weird to go to the movies alone? Is it weird to go to a concert alone? By the way, I've been to one concert by myself.
I do all
What was
three of
it?
those things.
I went to go see George Michael when I was in college. I remember I wore a red t-shirt and white jeans.
Perfect. How was the show?
And I parked far away so I could leave early. It was great.
Did you pretend to be with the people next to you?
No, I was by myself. I felt so stupid, but I enjoyed the concert. I just stood there. Is it weird to talk to yourself? Anyone?
I mean, I hope
Okay.
I
not.
don't think so.
Is it weird to talk to yourself in public at full volume?
Yes.
Yes.
I do that.
Number one thing was that people Googled, is it weird to go to a bar alone?
I'm like guilty of literally everything on that list.
Yeah, for sure.
People are trying to get Lyle and Eric Menendez to autograph a 1990 Mark Jackson basketball card because they're actually in the background of the picture, sitting courtside. Have you seen it?
Oh, no way. I
That's
didn't know
pretty
that.
cool. When they went on that spree, after they killed their parents.
When they just spent
a bunch of money. Taylor Swift is now the world's richest female musician. She's worth $1.6 billion. She took the title from Rihanna. Jay-Z is the richest musician overall. Number one movie at the box office was The Joker. It made only $40 million. They're calling it disappointing. I saw one review of it, and it was this guy begging for his money back. Said it was the worst movie he's ever seen in his life.
way.
Rotten Tomatoes.
I didn't even
Tears it.
realize that it dropped yet.
On Friday, and it's a musical.
Yeah, well, I knew it was a musical, so I wonder what people aren't liking. Are they not thinking it was a musical
Maybe
going
the
into it?
songs are bad,
know.
too. I don't know.
It's Lady Gaga. I don't think she can do anything wrong.
What do you have for life hacks, Rich?
All right, so when you smell something funky in your kitchen, like, oh, what is that? What is that? And you take out the trash, and it's not the trash. It's always your sink. It's always your sink. So here is the hack to freshen up your kitchen for under $1, really, and it works really, really great every single time. All you need is an ice cube and a fresh mint leaf. Throw them in your garbage disposal. Turn it on for about 10 seconds. That's it. Your kitchen's going to smell amazing. The ice will also help clean up any leftover gunk on your garbage disposal blades, and the mint's going to make it smell tremendous. Do that hack, and you will have a lovely smelling kitchen. That hack and many more can be found at johnjandrich.com.
Where do you get a mint leaf?
Mint leaf, you go to the grocery store, where they have all the spices and all that.
Oh.
So I prefer to go where they have like the international ones because they're way cheaper than if you go to the fancy spice ones.
104.7 KISS FM. Jonte and Rich. November 9th is Love Pup Family Fest at Vertuccio Farms in Mesa. Sponsored by McCarthy Builders, Lerner and Rowe, and Shinedown is performing. It's going to be humongous, hopefully. And we're going to have dog rescues from all over the state showcasing their dogs. We actually got confirmed the other day a rat rescue is going to be there.
No way.
Yeah. So
awesome.
It's going to be fantastic. We invite you. It's free. Just bring like a donation. It'd be cool, like dog food or a leash or puppy pads. But it's free at Vertuccio Farms. Starts at 4 p.m. on Saturday. Anyway, so Kyle, you are the cool mom.
I tried. It failed. So my kids are now officially on fall break. But Friday, I volunteer at my kids' school. And when I was there, I was like, okay, thinking about, the plan for the rest of the day. And I had made plans to do lunch with a friend. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be the cool mom. And I'm going to say, when I am done with my volunteering, I'm going to get him out of school early. Let's start fall break early. Goodbye, school. Let's get out of here. I'm going to like win cool mom points, right? And so I texted my friend and I'm like, hey, let's go to this place. They have arcade games. It's really cool. And so the kids will have like a fun after school thing too. They're not just being drugged to like lunch with my friend. So I get them out and they're like pumped, right? And I'm like, yes, this is going so well. We get in the car. They're like, what are we doing? And I was like, okay, check this out. We're going to go here for lunch. It's called Uncle Bear's and they have like an arcade.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It used to be owned by firemen or something like that, or it is owned by firemen.
Oh, really? That's
I think
cool.
So, yeah.
It's a really cool place and there's like pretty decent food. So, and I was like, like play some games, have some fun. And they're like, oh, I just want to go home. Why are we going there? What are we doing? I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? I was like, let me just ask you guys one question. Would you rather be at school? And they go, no, but like, we just want to go home. We don't want to go there. And I was like, I hate you. And the whole time on the way there, they're complaining. And we get out of the car and they're complaining. And I'm like, I will turn this car around and I will take you back to school. Is that what you want to go back to school? Like, why do you have to make this fun thing lame now?
Can you imagine if you took him back to school?
That'd be awesome, though.
Check him back in.
That'd be ultimate right there. Like, they would never complain about anything ever.
What would you do?
I know. I didn't take him back to school. I was like, listen, I think you guys are just hungry. I'm feeling some hanger right now. Let's get some food in you and see if you feel differently. And then sure enough, after they ate, they were like, so can we play some games?
Right.
I was like, sure.
You got teenagers in that house of yours.
I was going to say,
Terrible. It's terrible.
your daughter, boy, her personality is just so level 10.
Yeah, she's
happy,
great.
peppy, bursting with joy.
Yeah.
And then your son
Did not want to be there.
Didn't want to be anywhere. Rich likes to say everything I say 5 seconds before I say it.
Yeah, he's mirroring you. It's a technique.
Yeah, but so how does he handle Halloween? Because he doesn't like mascots, right? Because he doesn't like Bluey. He doesn't like the Easter Bunny. He doesn't like Santa Claus, right? Or he doesn't like the Cardinals. He doesn't like those things.
Love
right?
Pup Family Fest was awesome for him. He liked riding the train. What he did not like was you saying we were going to the train and then going to Bluey instead.
So
because
wrong.
he's like terrified of people in costumes. And so he kind of hates Halloween, but you can't be my kid and hate Halloween.
Right.
So we were talking about what we were going to do for Halloween because our friends came up with the greatest idea, and I'm jealous that I didn't come up with it. They're being like the Olympics. So like each one of their kids is going to be in a different Olympic sport, and then they're going to be like the coaches in warm-ups. And I'm like, that's so perfect. Why didn't I think of that? And so we had talked 6 months ago about maybe being like a football team because Easton's really into football, and sometimes he dresses up in like a little like Broncos jersey at home, or he has a Cardinals jersey. So those two teams he'll dress up at home, and I'm like, this is perfect. You already have it. You're comfortable in it. Let's just like you and Daddy will be football players, and then me and Addie would be the cheerleaders, or you guys could be the football and the cheerleader, and Daddy and I will be the referees. And they were all in on that until we start talking about it seriously. Like, so should Mom, like, what team are we all going to be? Whatever. And Easton's like, I'm not doing Halloween this year.
Whoa.
I was like,
Shut down.
No. Let's work our way around this. Like, let's work it out. He goes, you guys can do it, and then I'll just ride in the wagon with you guys. I'm not going to the doors. Like, he doesn't enjoy trick-or-treating either. Like, he's not into it.
Can I tell you, your kid reminds me so much of me. I hated all that stuff. I know. I'm so worried for you. I hate it. My mom, I remember my mom she just put an apron on me and then drew clown mask on me, and I had to go, that's the way I would get candy. I wanted the candy. I didn't want to trick or treat.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care about the candy. Last year, he dipped out. So he went to the first 3 houses, and one of the houses, they opened the door in the costume. And he was like, oh, hell no, I'm out. He didn't go to any more houses.
He said, bye.
And Addie was like, but Easton, you're not going to get any more candy. He goes, I don't care. I'm good.
That's so funny.
I'm trying to work him into a way that he's comfortable dressing up with us and like kind of getting into the spirit of it. But
especially
so
you
far,
guys.
it's
You
not
dress up
working.
for everything.
I know,
Poor
like,
kid.
Every year we have 3 or 4 costumes this year. I don't know what we're going to do. So if anyone has any ideas, please message me and let me know what you're
How
thinking.
was the pumpkin chili fest at Schneff?
Oh my gosh.
Schnepp.
I love Schnepp Farms, you guys. They're so, like, every time I go there, I feel like it gets bigger and they have more stuff and they have like all these things. And so I haven't really been feeling fall vibes because it's too dang hot out. Like, it doesn't feel like fall. It still feels a lot like summer. But this weekend I
100%.
was like, I'm forcing fall. We're doing this. We're going to the pumpkin patch.
Is this the one where they have the haunted train and your son worked on the train? So right now it's like, that's still there? The
Yeah,
haunted train?
Joe and Audrey wrote it this weekend. That's what they did when my daughter came back in town. They went to the haunted train.
Did you go on the haunted train?
We didn't do the train because
Because Easton.
we were making a circle. We were making a circle around the pumpkin patch. We got the pumpkins. We did putt-putt golf. We did all. Addie and I rode the roller coaster and some of the rides, and they jumped on the pillow things. And by the time we got around to where the pillow jumping things were, Scott I look over at him and he has like sweat beads all over his face. And I'm like, isn't this fun? We're making memories. And he looks at me like he wants to stab me. He's like, I'm going to have to go to the car soon. I'm not feeling well. And I'm like, oh. I feel the gravity of what, like, he's not having it. So I just take some water and I put it on his neck and he just looks at me like, again, he wants to stab me. And I'm like, okay, hey kids, you might want to get your shoes. Or they were
So your son and your husband want to stab you.
I'm not making friends in my family right now.
Your daughter is you.
Oh yeah, Addie was having a blast. We were like riding the roller coaster. She's like, that was so fun. I'm like, yes, at least I have one. I got one.
I picture like Easton on a train, like Bluey chasing him, and he's terrified. That's his haunted train.
That train's supposed to be like, they got some, Joe said they got him a few times. They got some big jump scares.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad we didn't make it to the train ride because then that would be coming up in therapy later on in life for sure.
Oh man, that's so funny. Anyway,
Good time. So I highly recommend it.
Okay, we got someone on hold. Met a guy this week. Have I got a story for you guys? Thursday. Oh, this whistling's throwing me off.
It's cheery.
Thursday, I'm in Tucson doing this like chef thing, this little charity event. And at the restaurant, they have sushi there at this restaurant. I love sushi. And my son, Jake, was there. My wife, Blake, was there. And so we got a bunch of sushi. I ate a bunch of it, and we had a bunch left over, right? And Blake's like, we're not going to take it. I go, no, we're taking that home. It's sushi. I love sushi. But I was at this event for 2 hours. So she put the sushi in the car for 2 hours.
Ugh.
Then we drove home for 2 hours.
Ugh.
Then she put it in the fridge. Friday after the show, I come home, I'm starving.
No.
It's in 2 different containers of to-go food. I open it up, I'm like, wonder if it's good.
Ugh.
So I eat it. It was gross, but I kept eating it. And I thought, am I going to get food poisoning? Like, it was really gross.
I keep eating it.
Food poisoning is
I don't
no
know,
good.
because sushi is expensive.
Gross, but you keep eating
And I
it?
kept eating it because I couldn't tell for sure if it was gross.
Or if it was in your head.
Said that one of the last pieces of sushi I had, it smelled fishy. And I was like, I heard if it smells fishy, it's bad. But I ate it. And I told my wife, I'm like, man, I don't know what's wrong. I feel terrible. I don't feel terrible. I feel like I'm going to feel terrible. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't. The next day, I was craving cheese. I love cheese. And there was there was nothing to eat in my house. So when there's nothing to eat, I just start inventing things. So there was shredded cheese. I ate all the there were 3 bags of shredded cheese. I ate all the shredded cheese.
All the trees. Bags of shredded cheese?
Over the weekend, I ate 3 bags.
I
But
thought
at
that's
that one setting, I opened up and I eat it like people pick chewing tobacco out of the can. I pick it up and I eat it like that.
You like wad it up like
Yeah, it's so good.
like
I
it's
love
dip.
it. Yeah, I like that.
Roll it into a ball.
And on the right side of the dish, there's these huge mozzarella container things that you get from Costco. You ever seen those big ones?
Yeah.
They're huge. And there's 2 of them sitting there. And we had nothing to eat Saturday night. My wife didn't go to the grocery store, and she's like, just make her own thing for dinner. I go, okay. I go, is it okay if I open up those? I don't know if she was saving them for anything. No, go ahead, open it up. So I cut it open, and I love cheese. And I take a big chunk of the mozzarella, and I go to eat it, and it's tingling, and it tastes weird, right? But I'm like, it's really soft. I go, maybe it's some special mozzarella. So I just keep eating it. I ate half of it, right? And it was every time I ate it, it tingled, and it like burned my tongue. So I Google, can mozzarella cheese go bad? And it says, yes, you can tell it goes bad when it tingles.
Oh, no.
I know, right? So then yesterday, there's all this ground beef in these little containers in my fridge. And I said to my wife, she goes, can you see the expiration date? I'm looking on it. It says October 3rd. She goes, well, then throw it away. I go, I'm not going to throw it away. It's October 3rd. I go, it means, like, I think it's still good for a few days after that. She goes, I just throw it away. So I make a hamburger. It smelled a little weird, but I was thinking I was being sensitive.
Oh, my gosh.
I make a hamburger. I eat it. She got spoiled sushi, spoiled mozzarella, spoiled hamburger meat. Nothing happened to me. Iron stomach.
Stem cells working full time right now.
Iron stomach.
You are so lucky.
That's
I
insane.
mean, I wouldn't count your chickens before they hatch, so you don't know.
I don't know.
Right?
That
it could
sushi
hit you in the next couple days.
That sushi would have got there fast.
And that's
though.
crazy to me, though, because I'm the type of person where if I go out and say I go to, like, I don't know, Zips, and I get some wings and I leave it out overnight, I'll eat it the next
Ew.
morning.
Yeah,
I'm
wings.
okay with that. But sushi and dairy and, like, meat, hard pass. Like, that uncooked meat, no thanks.
I know. My wife was like,
are
there was a
chicken
pizza.
wings?
Pizza sitting out for a while.
Well,
That's
they're
pizza.
cooked.
Pizza's good forever.
They are good. I'll eat pizza, like, sitting out for like 3 days.
Pizza's the one thing that I feel like that doesn't apply.
Yeah. Anyway,
No,
I
I'm
just
the
had to show you
opposite. I
guys
tried
that.
everything. I think everything's bad.
Oh,
What's
I
is
know.
bad?
I'm really glad you're okay,
But
Jojo.
I know. I think I'm totally fine. I think it's pretty amazing to have ironclad somebody. Hey, Rex, you have an Uber story? A weird Uber story?
I do. Except I'm the Uber driver this time.
Oh, what happened?
And so I'm driving out to Scottsdale. You know, I get my Uber ding, and I pick up a couple, and it's obviously like in their 50s. It's a male and a woman. Woman's dressed kind of scantily, and then so the guy gets in my car and he's like, "Hey, sure smells sexy in here." And I'm like, "Okay." And then he puts his arm on my right shoulder and he's just kind of flirting with me. And then he says, "My wife thinks you're handsome too." And I'm just driving. I'm trying to stay cool. But as we pull up to their beautiful home in Paradise Valley, he's like, "Hey, you want to come in and hang out with me and my wife?" I'm like, "No thanks. This is my last drive of the night." And that was my opportunity to be with a crazy couple, but I decided against it.
Oh, come on, Rex. That would have been fun.
That's probably smart. You probably were going to get murdered.
Yeah, probably.
You need to be safe.
I would have
Ended up
wanted
in
to
a
see
safe
the
choice.
inside of the house at least.
I figured the guy would have been like saying, like, "Come on, Rex, let's have sex."
Oh my God.
Rex, have sex.
He's like, "Well, that was the nickname." He was like, "Hey, sexy Rexy," and I'm like, "All right, no more."
Oh my gosh.
That's what threw you over the line, Rex.
It was. All right.
Thank you, Rex.
I enjoyed listening to you guys. Thanks for letting me call in.
That's
Thank you,
funny.
brother. Dang.
Sexy Rexy.
There was a guy in the news. He's 68 years old. An Uber driver punched him because they got into an argument over the leg room. This is the pastor telling his side of the story.
I cannot sit in the back seat, very small place, Suddenly hit me like that here.
He hit him and hit him and hit him. The Uber driver got arrested.
You should. That's insane.
I know. Anyway, I want to tell you guys about a TV show I discovered over the weekend, and I've already watched a whole season, and it's so good. It's so good, and I asked you guys to give it a shot. It's called Mr. In Between. Have you heard of it? Anybody hear of it?
I haven't heard
What
of
is it on?
Sadly, it's on Hulu, but it was on FX, and then it goes to Hulu. There's 3 seasons. It came out in 2018, and it is so good, especially if you miss like the Breaking Bad type of stuff, because it's got that tension. You remember how like you think Walter White was going to get killed, and something happens, and it explains he gets away. It's one of those, and it's so good. He plays this guy. So I went on and went into a deep dive of the guy who starred in the show. And I realized that he wrote this series. He made, and this actress, what's her name? She's a very famous actress. Her and her husband were trying to get it produced after watching a couple episodes. So it's on a low budget. First season's a low budget. Second season's a lot better budget. But he plays a guy. This guy plays he works for a criminal. And he goes and collects money for people. He kills people. He makes mistakes and kills people. And he goes to anger management. And it's actually very funny, but extremely stressful.
That sounds great.
But it's action-packed, and it's so good. It's called Mr. In Between. And what else is out on TV? Grotesquerie. I think I was telling you, Kyle, right?
Yeah.
Grotesquerie is terrible. I mean, I was telling Blake about a scene I saw in Grotesquerie, and she was like, I don't understand why they don't go interview those writers and put them in jail. Like, to come up.
That bad?
No, because of the crime. The crimes that are committed are so disgusting and so terrifying. I can't even tell you on the radio.
That's a Ryan
wow.
Murphy show too, though, isn't
Right.
it?
The same guy
Where
that
do you
did.
watch it?
That's on Hulu too, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's.
Is that an FX show as well? Grotesquerie?
Probably.
Because he does a lot of that.
I just got sucked into Love is Blind, the new season. And every time they come out with a new season, I'm like, I'm not watching this one. Come on. And then I start watching it and I'm like, I'm so in.
You're like looped in.
I'm like, what are they doing? No, say no. Choose her. It's good. It's really good. It's a good season.
How far are you in?
I think I'm 3 or 4 episodes
Okay,
in.
because when they start meeting, there's one girl who gets the ick like within seconds when she meets the guy that's saying, I love you, you're so beautiful. And she is beautiful, and he is not. And then you find out like within seconds that relationship went nowhere. As soon as she accepted the ring, it got shut down.
Okay, because I literally just turned it off this morning when this one couple's about to meet each other or see each other for the first time. They're in love, right? They're getting married,
Yes.
but they've never even seen each other.
Right.
Which is the greatest part about this show. And she's like, I feel like I won't care what he looks like, but I can get the ick really easily.
She got the ick really easily.
I saw
where he goes to kiss her and she backs up.
I saw on TikTok that there was like this one couple that the girl was like super insecure and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm worried that they're not going to like me for the way that I look. And then when she sees him, she's like totally disgusted by him and judging him by his looks. So she's like being a total hypocrite. So you guys must have not got that far.
Is. No, I'm not. I'm like, I'm
don't
sucked
watch
in
Love
though.
is Blind,
You
but-
should. It sucks you in. Like you don't want to,
It's
and you don't
good.
want to like it, but it's
It's
totally
good.
a guilty
Okay,
pleasure.
I'll try it out. I think I watched like season 1 and I was like,
I know it is kind of.
You know what
But
other
you
show?
can watch it on 1.25 speed. It's
okay.
amazing.
I got into another show this weekend too, which I'm very excited about. Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone.
Kadeem started
back?
it. He loves that show. And when he saw there was like 3 episodes, he's like, oh, I didn't know Tulsa King came back. And he started binging the whole thing again.
Yes, season 2 is there's 3 episodes of season 2.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of season 1, and I think it's fantastic. It's the same guys that does Yellowstone.
Oh.
Taylor Sheridan.
So he does this thing where Stallone gets out of prison after 25 years. He didn't want to rat on anybody, so he did 25 years working for the mafia, and they give him Tulsa as his territory. So he just starts, like, literally you watch him start a crime family.
Right.
Like he
You
goes,
would be really into Power, John Jay, if you gave it a chance. I'm just saying.
but it's on the Stars app, and that's just too much
I
work
will
for
give
me.
you my login. You can have it.
Tulsa is on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay. That's
Right.
easier. All right. Well, good. We have some good shows to watch and catch up on.
Yeah. But I highly recommend Mr. In Between if you guys can find it on Hulu and give it a little shot. Oh, look at this text we got. I think John Jay's probably the only person that can get away with eating sushi that's been sitting out for 4 hours, all this cheese, a bad hamburger, and nothing happened to him.
It's
I think
true.
you're right.
It's true.
That is true.
You're a medical wonder.
361. That is true. 361. Anyway, we got the text line here. You text JJR and then whatever you want to say to 96893. We got a text that I read to myself and I laughed out loud and I asked, can we please get this person on the air so they can tell you the story? Allie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what was your text?
Oh my gosh. So I had texted, do you guys ever say something in the moment that you think is funny and clever, but later in the day you just keep replaying what you said over and over and over again in your head, and you get so embarrassed for sounding so stupid?
Every day.
So I met you guys over the weekend at the Love Pup Family Fest in Sahuarita, and I saw Rich, and I asked for a photo, and for some reason I said, ricotta!
No, I remember you.
Yep.
Hey, you weren't the only one that said that to me at the thing.
Oh my goodness. I don't know why I said that. And I just kept replaying it in my head again and again. And I was like, oh my gosh. Because I was trying to reference Nobody Wants This, the TV show. And I realized he doesn't say ricotta, he says prego.
Rich says ricotta.
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 Rich says ricotta.
Well, I thought you were funny. I thought it was charming. So don't feel bad about
thank
that.
you. I just kept replaying it in my head.
That's so. That is actually very funny.
Yeah, you were funny.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And Allie, thank you for listening and thanks for holding.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. What's the entertainment news? What's going on with, is there more P. Diddy stuff?
Yeah.
Is there really?
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
seems
God.
like every day there's another lawyer that comes forward and talks about tapes that are being shopped, which is what this lawyer had to say.
You know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest.
So the individuals who contacted me purported to have 3 different tapes with 3 different celebrities, including Diddy, and then a 4th celebrity without Diddy, but in a compromising situation.
And then another lawyer says they've been contacted by several people. So what's happening is there's all these tapes of the freak-offs, all these tapes of terrible things that have happened with huge A-list celebrities, apparently, that are being shopped around, and they're being offered to the A-list celebrities first. Say it was, Beyonce. That's been rumored, right? We don't know if it's true or not, but like they would take that tape to Beyonce's people and say, hey, just so you know, this is the tape. You're featured in it. Would you like to pay $50 million for it instead of it being leaked to the public? So that's what's happening there.
So here's the thing. Sex tapes have been leaked and released and gone viral before the internet. Mm-hmm. So these have to be released at some point. Someone's going to get it, and we're all going to have access to it. Do you know what I mean? Because now there's internet everywhere.
And it's going to be so disturbing. And there's old clips that keep resurfacing, right? So there's a clip of it's Justin Bieber and Diddy on with Jimmy Kimmel. And it's resurfacing because these things just start hitting a little differently now that we know what we know.
You know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest kids that you could ever know.
Justin, Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, he could buy you one also.
He got me a Lamborghini.
That's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house. And he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Everything ain't for everybody.
That's a threat.
That's actually insane
to
hear. Do you guys remember that movie, Get Him to the Greek, with Russell Brand? And
yeah.
It's on Netflix right now, and I watched it yesterday. And as I'm watching it, I didn't know Diddy has a major role in that movie. And I'm watching it with my boyfriend Kadeem, and we're watching the things that Diddy says, and knowing what we know now is so disturbing to know that he's probably insinuating things that are going on in real life. Like, he talks about all of these insane parties that people are throwing and all these crazy things that happen, but he says it's at Jay-Z's house. I'm like, oh, okay, but I don't know. It's really trippy if you go and rewatch it and compare it to what you're hearing now. Really disturbing.
It gives me a stomach ache.
It really does. And then his mom's defending him, which I understand, you're defending your kid, but to say it's agonizing to see the world change, depict your son as a monster, that's exactly what he is.
Yeah.
The proof is literally right there.
Yeah.
So crazy.